Hello! In the last video, we tackled the item settings in Final Fantasy XIV. In this one, we're going to take a look at the UI settings and all the helpful stuff that brings. If you find this video useful at any point, make sure you give it a like and hit the subscribe button for more Final Fantasy XIV guides in the future. This video is timestamped, so feel free to skip to whatever part you need help with. And with that, let's get started. Mouse mode or gamepad mode just changes the UI to make it easier for whichever control scheme you're using, mouse or gamepad. If you're using mouse mode, you can disable the main menu and enable it from here, and enable draggable shortcuts. Draggable shortcuts are just being able to drag the options from your main menu into your hotbar. In the map settings, you can choose close immediately or close when active for your shortcut display type. The map is quote-unquote active when you can see these shortcuts up here on the top left of your map. When it's not active, those go away. If you have close when active as your display type, your map will not close unless it is active. So if it's inactive like this and you press the map display key, it'll just activate the map and then you can press it again to get rid of it. When you have close immediately, it'll just close no matter what state it's in. Restore map when not moving will just make the map active again whenever you stop moving your character. Map font size will just change the size of the text on the map, so you can make it large or standard. Map transparency is just how transparent your map will be when it's not active. Reverse stick up down control and reverse stick left right control is for gamepad users. All this does is inverse the controls when you're scrolling through the map. In the help section, display item help will just let you view information about an item when you mouse over it. Enable toggling between normal quality and high quality text will just let you compare the differences between the normal quality and high quality version of an item if a high quality version exists. And the toggle key is just the key you press to compare the two. Enable help text toggling will just let you toggle off or on the help text when you press a certain key, which you can change the toggle key for. Toggling display action help will let you see the help text for actions when you mouse over them. For the position, you can choose that to be on a cursor or at a fixed position on your screen. Display pop-up help will give you information about certain things on the map when you mouse over them. You can also change the size of this pop-up text. Display active help windows. Active help are those little green question marks that pop up on your screen when you first do something. You can disable that here if you want to. Disable help text when using cross-type main commands. The only thing I've noticed about this one is this will enable help text on certain actions when you're in the main menu with a controller. With recommendations, you can enable or disable when the recommendations will appear on your screen. You can choose to show it upon login, or you can choose to show it upon an area change. The same thing applies to the Playguide. You can choose to have it pop up during login or upon area change. With achievements, you can choose to have achievements that you're close to completing pop up on your screen when you first log in. With instant portraits, you can choose to see your party members' portraits when you first start a duty. You can also have the game display a portrait notification that you can click on and view your party members' portraits that way as well. Display portraits in the player commendation window. This just lets you see party members' portraits when you're giving them a commendation, or you can just turn this off and view it the old school way. In our HUD section, we have character information, which is just a bunch of UI elements you can add to your screen to help you out. For this, I'm just going to name them off and show you what they are. Flying text is your damage or healing done. Pop-up text is basically flying text that is not yours. Parameter bars, experience bar, inventory grid, duty list where you can change the number of duties displayed. You can hide the duty list during an instance duty or non-instance duty and also display them in your timers. You have your minimap, guild, and server info, which you can customize to your liking. Your limit gauge for your limit break, your main scenario guide. You can also hide this when all your quests for your main scenario are complete. And you can choose to display character portraits during instance duties if you want. In the target section, this is your main target. You can display only detrimental effects you inflict. This will take out any debuffs that other players inflict, so you'll only see yours. The overhead name display will change how your target's name is formatted. In this section, you can also toggle on and off the enmity list and display the progress bar for each enemy in your enmity list. You can also enable or disable your focus target information and change how your focus target's name is formatted. And finally, you can display your target's remaining HP percentage. In the Crystalline Conflict section, You can choose to always display your team on the left side of the progress gauge, as well as always display your team on the left side of the map. Display final countdown will show a countdown before the match ends or you go and do overtime. In the party list section, you can choose to enable or disable the party list. You can also enable or disable the party list when you're playing solo. You can also choose the number of status effects icons that will display on the party list, as well as the remaining time shown on the status effects. The alliance list will let you view the list for other parties when you're in an alliance duty. And last but not least, the party list sorting section allows you to sort the party list in whichever order you would like. You can sort by role, or if you go into role sort settings, you can sort by job. And that is it for the UI settings. Make sure to check out the entire playlist if there's anything you need that this video didn't cover. With the next video, we're going to be looking over display name settings. So look forward to that and make sure you follow if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Bye.